but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away in our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Miccosukee Casino and Resort is your place in Miami to live it up and play on. Unleash the excitement of slots, high-stakes bingo, and 24/7 poker action. Indulge in exquisite dining at La Brisa and handcrafted cocktails at Tempt Lounge. Unwind in our elegant rooms and suites as you elevate your entertainment around the clock. And check out our new Little Trail Casino on I-75, exit 49. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort, voted best casino in Miami. Visit Miccosukee.com for more.
Thanks for listening to Miami Marlins Baseball on the home of the Marlins, WQAM.
Marlins Baseball is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner Hoffman, Greg and Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
Time for the 10th inning show on the home of the Marlins, WQAM. Here's the radio voice of the Marlins, Jack McMullen.
Well, it seems like night after night, the Marlins make it really interesting, even if they are chasing and they are operating at a deficit here. The Miami Marlins, they do fall to the St. Louis Cardinals 5-3 on Tuesday night at Lone Depot Park. Miami is now 11-13, and St. Louis 14-9. They are one of these surprises in Major League Baseball. Fish snapped a 5-game winning streak for St. Louis last night with a good win on Monday, but unfortunately St. Louis back in the win column. And this closer, man, Riley O'Brien, he got his 7th save on the year. Throwing 100 miles an hour. He was throwing a 93-mile-an-hour slider, and it was tough. But again, the Marlins scratched and clawed their way to contention in the 9th. They brought the tying run to the plate after a leadoff single from Jacob Marcy in that 8th inning. They played a 2 in the home 8th and a 2-run single from Heriberto Hernandez. They stranded runners at the corners. That tying run was on base at that point. Dustin May was solid as the Cardinals starter tonight. He went 5 1/3, a 1-run ball. May, it's kind of been a tale of two halves at the start of the season. His front 2 starts, 7 1/3 innings, 17 hits in just over 7 innings, and 13 earned runs. But including what he did tonight, 17 1/3 innings over his last 3 starts, and just 3 earned runs allowed in those 17 1/3. So nice turnaround for the Cardinal starter, May. Meanwhile, Chris Paddock, he struggled again at Lone Depot Park. His 3 turns, 1 bulk relief appearance and 2 starts. Chris Paddock on the road so far this year, 15 1/3 innings of 4 earned run baseball, but at home, 8 1/3 innings in 13 earned runs against him there. In terms of standouts offensively for the Marlins, great to see Jacob Marcy get going. He drilled a solo homer, 111 off the bat as the first hitter of the bottom of the first inning. He had a 3-for-4 day with that solo shot. And Xavier Edwards, he had another multi-hit day. He's 2 for 4, and his batting average will enter play on Wednesday, sitting at .348. We will step aside. We'll play the highlights when we come back. Marlins fall 5-3 to the Cardinals. We'll be back with more of the 10th inning show on the Marlins Radio Network. Attention Marlins fans. The Miami Marlins Foundation 50-50 raffle is open even when the team is on the road. While the Marlins are away, fans across Florida can still get in on the action by purchasing raffle tickets for a chance to win 50% of the jackpot, with the rest supporting the foundation's wellness, empowerment, and youth baseball and softball programs. Plus, during away games, every ticket purchase comes with double the chances to win. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now and support a great cause. Visit marlins.com/raffle for more information.
John Crook here. And baseball stats can tell you a lot. When your car breaks, you want a company that has all the right stats on your team. CarShield's been in business for over 20 years. That's staying power. They're America's most trusted auto protection. That's reputation. They've sold over 3 million contracts. That's a whole lot of happy drivers. Let CarShield help with costly repairs when an unexpected breakdown happens.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
The Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne, Miami invites you to discover a new era of coastal luxury following its $100 million transformation, where open-air design and sweeping ocean views create a seamless connection to the sea. Set across 17 acres of pristine beachfront, the resort blends island serenity with the dynamic rhythm of Miami. Experience the calm between the currents of city and sea and reserve at ritzcarlton.com or call 1-800-542-8680.
Miccosukee Casino and Resort is your place in Miami to live it up and play on. Unleash the excitement of slots, high-stakes bingo, and 24/7 poker action. Indulge in exquisite dining at La Brisa and handcrafted cocktails at Tempt Lounge. Unwind in our elegant rooms and suites as you elevate your entertainment around the clock. And check out our new Little Trail Casino on I-75, exit 49. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort, voted best casino in Miami. Visit Miccosukee.com for more.
This is Owen Casey, and you're listening to the 10th Inning Show with Jack McMullen on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, Marlins fall to the St. Louis Cardinals 5-3 on Tuesday night. We'll play the highlights here in a matter of moments. But before that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Marlins baseball on WQAM-FM and HD1 Miramar. WQAM-AM Miami. And Odyssey Sports Station.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
Well, let's play the highlights in this one. And scoring got going much, much earlier than what it did last night. Michael McGreevy and Max Meyer were really good through the front third of the ball game on Monday night. Dustin May started for St. Louis, and Chris Paddock started for the Fish. Now, J.J. Weatherholt, he ripped a double to right center field as the first hitter of the ball game. And after Paddock struck out Ivan Herrera on a changeup, it was Alec Burleson that opened scoring. Weatherholt at second, 1-2 to Burleson. That one cracked into center field. That's in for a base hit. They're going to wave Weatherholt. Marcy's throw is coming home. It's up the third base line, not in time. Runner pushing to second is safe. Burleson there with a head-first dive. It's an RBI single for Alec Burleson. J.J. Weatherholt scores from second base, and St. Louis has the lead 1-0 in the top of the first. But the Marlins, they answered right back in the bottom of the first inning. The first hitter to see Dustin May tonight, Jacob Marcy. Man, did he need this, and there was some confusion. 2-1 to Marcy. That one turned on, ripped down the right field line and deep. It is off the top of the wall. Walker will chase that down in shallow right. Marcy's trying for third. Walker unleashes a BB, and it's in time to get Marcy at third base.
My goodness, Walker, did you?
And meanwhile, Marcy is saying that ball left the ballpark. I could have sworn it did.
I thought it was a home run.
The umpires are converging. This is either a laser beam of a home run or it's a double, and Jordan Walker just uncorked an insane throw. It did look like it cleared that low wall. It hit off the top of that padded railing on the base, like the floor of that section of seating, and they do officially say it's a home run. Jacob Marcy just ripped one out of the ballpark. It's a solo shot. Marcy needed that bad. That was 111 off his bat, and his first home run of the year ties this game at 1. And again, Jacob Marcy with homer number 4, or homer number 1, RBI number 5 for him on the season. Cardinals, they jumped out to a 2-1 lead in the top of the third because Alec Burleson just put a ball in play with runners at second and third. 2-0 pitch to Burleson. He chops one over to first base. Runner coming home. Norby plucks it. He fires home, and it's up and wide. So a run comes in to score. Everybody's safe. Burleson aboard at first. Herrera pushes to second. Hicks did get it back after it slammed off the padded backstop wall. And it's 2-1 St. Louis on that errant throw from Norby here in the top of the third. Inning later in the top of the fourth, the big swing for St. Louis came courtesy of Nathan Church. 1-1 from Paddock to Church. That one turned on, drilled. High in the air, out to right and deep. Casey looks up, and it is gone. Nathan Church with a 2-run homer to the pull side. He goes 3 rows deep in the right field seats just to the right of the Cardinal bullpen. And the 2-run shot, Church is second on the year. Makes it 4-1 St. Louis in the top of the 4th. The Cardinals added one more an inning later, so their scoring came in the 1st, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th on this RBI single from Nolan Gorman. It is 2-2. That one looped into shallow left, falling quickly. Stowers cannot get there. That'll plate another run. He picks it up on 2 hops, fading towards the chalk. And Nolan Gorman, he just loops an RBI single the other way down the left field line. Burleson in to score from second. It's 5-1 St. Louis in the top of the 5th. It took until the bottom of the 8th for the Fish to answer back, but boy, did they in a big way. Ryan Stanek, the former Marlin, he struck out Otto Lopez to begin the bottom of the 8th inning, but then he issues walks to Xavier Edwards and Liam Hicks. He strikes out Agustin Ramirez for out number 2, but then he walked Javier Sinoja to load the bases on free passes. Ali Marmol, the manager for the St. Louis Cardinals, he came out in all likelihood to make a pitching change, but Ryan Stanek convinced him to leave him in the ballgame. That was a bad decision for St. Louis. Heriberto Hernandez made him pay. 2-2. Heriberto lines it into right, falling quickly. Walker, he tried diving, but he picked it on a short hop. 2 runs are going to come in his score. Sinoja goes first to third, and Heriberto Hernandez makes this thing really interesting. Ali Marmol, the Cardinal skipper, had faith. It burned him. It's a 2-run single for Big Bert, and it's a 5-3 ball game in the bottom of the 8th. Now, from one former Marlin to another, Marmol would take the ball, hand it off from Ryan Stanek to George Soriano. Soriano struck out Connor Norby to end the threat in the bottom of the 8th and strand the tying run at first base. In the top of the 9th, the Cardinals were threatening for an insurance run after a leadoff walk from Victor Scott. But the Marlin catcher, Liam Hicks, he had other ideas. Away, Scott on the go. That one misses low and away. Throw to second is perfect, and it's in time.
They got a challenge left, and he's going to challenge that probably.
And credit to Hicks for delivering 2 darts to second base.
2 really good throws on 2 guys that had outstanding jump.
And credit to Otto Lopez for letting that ball travel.
Nice throw.
And they will not challenge. Victor Scott is caught stealing. Second time this year, Scott is caught. And the Marlins, they were threatening again in the bottom of the 9th. A leadoff single from Jacob Marcy. The tying run was at the plate in Xavier Edwards with 2 men gone, but he flied out to end the ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch from O'Brien. That one sprayed out to left, hanging up for Nathan Church. He's got no problem. He makes the grab, and that is the ball game. Marlins totally threatened. They played 2 in the 8th. They had 2 stranded at the corners when the 8th inning ended, and they strand him in at first base. The tying run was at the plate, but Riley O'Brien shuts it down. The Cardinal closer keeps his season ERA at 0s across the board. Marlins fall in the middle match that sets up a rubber game tomorrow as the Fish look for a series win. But your final on Tuesday night at Lone Depot Park, the Cardinals 5, the Marlins 3. That's how this one sounded. When we come back, we'll hear from the manager of the Fish, Clayton McCullough. 10th Inning Show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network.
I'm Adam Werner. As the official law firm of the Miami Marlins, Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia fights for our clients the same way the Marlins fight on the field. Relentlessly and with a winning strategy. Our team represents clients in personal injury, workers' compensation, veterans disability, bankruptcy, and Social Security cases. From our home office in Miami, Florida, we provide powerhouse legal representation built on dedication, experience, and results. If you need a team that's ready to step up to the plate for you, visit WernerHoffman.com. Werner, Hoffman, and Greg and Garcia, proudly serving the 305 community.
The Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne, Miami invites you to discover a new era of coastal luxury following its $100 million transformation, where open-air design and sweeping ocean views create a seamless connection to the sea. Set across 17 acres of pristine beachfront, the resort blends island serenity with the dynamic rhythm of Miami. Experience the calm between the currents of city and sea and reserve at ritzcarlton.com or call 1-800-542-8680.
In Miami, wherever there's a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all of your favorite new Kia models, like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Kia. With easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. Because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralKia.com. Present any Miami Kia dealer's unexpired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle used for comparison.
Tenth inning show continues. Marlins fall to the St. Louis Cardinals 5-3 on Tuesday night. Again, sets up a rubber match between the Marlins and the St. Louis Cardinals tomorrow at 12:10 p.m. A noon-ish first pitch, 11:30. Marlins on deck begins. Let's hear from the skipper, Clayton McCullough, after this one.
On you guys, mishaps on the bases. Did this feel like a game of missed opportunities in any way?
I think, we definitely had our chances, and we did. We ran a couple trail runners. We ran ourselves into some outs there that you never know what may transpire after that. You're just looking to try to give yourselves as many chances as you can, and we didn't. And we had some guys out there, didn't quite cash in, but I think it was still. I think we hit a lot of balls hard early in the game off May. It was really nice to see Marcy, get into a fastball tonight like he did, leading off the game, and get a couple more hits. So him and X, tonight, really nice. But we potentially lost ourselves out in some chances where we just were, I think in Marcy's case, just a little over aggressive there with, as a trail runner, the guy in front of you is to dictate, what happens with you.
For Chris Paddock, just how would you sum up this night?
Yeah, I thought Chris was good. I really did. 7 punch, and there were. Even the home run that Church hit was a cutter in off the plate that he got enough of to get it out. Even some of the other base hits off of him. There were. Look, you got to give them credit for moving the ball forward and finding some holes. But I think there was a bit of tough luck on his end tonight with some of the base hits and. A couple of the other runs. So I thought Chris did, most part, did a really nice job, and he threw some really, really nice changeups. They had a lot of depth at the bottom of the zone. So, I thought Chris threw well.
Just going back to Marcy, just reached 4 times, 3 hits. Just talked so much about how he looks part of the play. Just his thoughts on maybe moving forward with the
Yeah, I think we've been. It's not like waiting on it, but we expect that Marcy's gonna string together a good run. He's too talented offensively. He does too many things well with how he controls the strike zone. And so I think it was just, it's a matter of time. Hope he can, take a night like tonight where, you get 3 knocks and be able to, build a little steam and move forward. So really good sign again to see him get to, some heaters tonight for base hits. And, again, I think for me, it's just a matter of time before Jacob, breaks out and really gets going.
Sort of for him, I didn't really understand because people looking at just so obviously passive, but walk rate's up, but a lot of pitches kind of part of the plate, but some of the other good hitters in the league are doing the same. Just for him, what's your guys' telling of him of his approach? Hey, keep doing what you're doing. There's some good things, be a little bit more aggressive. What's the balancing act for him?
I think one of Jacob's strengths is his ability to discern ball from strike, and how a lot of times he can see the ball deep. He can keep himself in at bats. I think there's been, looking at it, there's been a lot more foul balls maybe than you're accustomed on some of these pitches. So I think there is some of this where it's maybe not as so much, him being overly passive as much as the ones you fire at. You need to move forward and you need to do more with the ones that you're, that are in the zone that you're swinging at. So I think that his approach is. Solid. I think you see that with the counts he gets into for the most part, his ability to walk. So I think it's more, getting him just to get his timing going and, doing more with the ones that you fire at.
Just take us through what you saw on the base paths there with Marcy's second hit. It seems like you kind of overran and maybe some miscommunication there with Pollock just standing on second.
I don't know much communication. You're the lead runner. He's making his read based on it's kind of a line drive. Graham had to ensure that ball got through, so you not get double play. You don't get maybe the greatest jump because you're reading the line drive. And with Walker's arm in right field, I think with Graham's spot, he wasn't able to get a clean break right away. And then where Walker is, as he's approaching the ball, made his decision for him. And then as the trail runner, your eyes have to be on the guy in front of you. And Jacob just read ball flight out of hand and where it was, and assumed that Graham was going to keep going, and he didn't, and put himself in a spot there that led to an out.
What about on the double steal?
Yeah, and as the trail runner, Norb's he got timed it up pretty well and got a good jump. And I think that you're the guy on the backside. One, you don't have to go. Two, you're anticipating that and trying to get yourself extended on the front end as much as you can for the possibility of that. And as you start to see some momentum and you start to see the guy in front of you start to gain some ground, you're just mirroring that. And Pies came up, made a good decision and good throw backside, and we just didn't get the kind of jump we needed to be successful on the back end.
All right, you just heard from the Marlins skipper, Clayton McCullough here. Marlins fall 5-3 at the hands of the St. Louis Cardinals. When we come back, tie a bow on the 10th inning show here. That concludes next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Baseball is back, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. Los Angeles is trading at 32% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out $305 if they regain the title. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. And as the odds move, you can buy in or out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code GLOVE to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Miccosukee Casino and Resort is your place in Miami to live it up and play on. Unleash the excitement of slots, high-stakes bingo, and 24/7 poker action. Indulge in exquisite dining at La Brisa and handcrafted cocktails at Tempt Lounge. Unwind in our elegant rooms and suites as you elevate your entertainment around the clock. And check out our new Little Trail Casino on I-75, exit 49. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort, voted best casino in Miami. Visit Miccosukee.com for more.
All right, 10th inning show is coming to a close here. Marlins fall to the St. Louis Cardinals 5-3, the final score. If you do want to hear from Marlins starter Chris Paddock, be sure to tune into Marlins Rewind tomorrow morning. But Chris Paddock, again, struggled a little bit here at home. 4 2/3, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, but he did punch out 7 and walk 1. 5-3, the Marlins fall. They are now 11-13. St. Louis is 14-9. And we've got a rubber match set up tomorrow at 12:10. First start in Major League Baseball tomorrow by a whole hour. Just a couple other 1:10 first pitches. But the Marlins will send Jansen Junk to the hill opposite Cardinal right-hander Kyle Leahy. Again, 12:10 first pitch, 11:30. Marlins on deck with Steven begins. Huge thank you to Trevor Harris in studio tonight. For Steven Strom, for Rod Allen, I'm Jack McMullen saying so long from Lone Depot Park. And this has been a presentation of Miami Marlins baseball on the Marlins Radio Network.